All right, Richard, welcome back to another Fantasy Goodfellas video where we're going to talk about the top 15 tight ends for week 1. You ready?
I'm ready.
Fantasy Goodfellas.
Boom, boom, boom. Rolling on the field.
Fantasy Goodfellas. All right, Richard, we're going to talk about your top 15 tight end rankings for week 1. And what we're going to do this year, a little bit different than last year, is you're going to give the ranking, and I'm going to call you out to see why you chose that tight end for that position. You ready?
I'm ready. And number 1, Travis Kelce, who will be home against the Cleveland Browns.
Well, a lot of people ain't going to argue here that putting Kelce in the top position, but what do you think is going to hold him back from getting that top ranking this week?
Nothing. I think Travis Kelce is most weeks he's going to be the number 1 tight end, and most people drafted him in the first round for a reason. He's going to be good this year. He's going to be consistent, and again, in the tight end position, you only have like 4 guys that are really going to put up points. Number 2, George Kittle, who will be at Detroit.
Okay, George Kittle, you still have Jimmy Garoppolo. Is it going to help him get and keep this number 2 ranking?
No, I mean, that's a fair question. I think Garoppolo hurts him, and we'll see what Trey Lance does. So it's going to be Garoppolo and Lance. Or they might be alternating. I don't know if that'll happen week 1. Hopefully Lance improves the play, but Garoppolo hurts Kittle, but Kittle is a stud. And number 3, Kyle Pitts, who will be hosting the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, this is a rookie that you got in the top 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Kyle Pitts is a stud. And the only reason I have him over Waller is because of Waller's matchup. But Pitts has a great matchup. And I think I include Pitts in that top 4. The top 4 tight ends that will produce consistently. And number 4, Darren Waller, home against Baltimore.
Okay, I know for a fact that you're high on this guy.
I am. And many weeks he's going to be the number 2 tight end. Maybe even number 1 on certain weeks. But he has a tough matchup this week against the Ravens. A very good defense. But there is no way I'm ranking him lower than 4. At 5, we have Logan Thomas, who will be home against the Chargers.
All right, tight ends might need to have a little chemistry with their quarterback. You got Fitzpatrick. You think that's going to help him?
Yes. Fitzpatrick is a definite upgrade for Logan Thomas. And you know what? Logan Thomas did fairly well last year with, like I always say, with crap at the quarterback position that they had at Washington. Fitzpatrick is a huge upgrade. So I think Logan Thomas will improve on his numbers from last year and threaten that upper tier of tight ends. And number 6, Noah Fant, who will be at the New York Giants.
Unlike Logan Thomas with Fitzpatrick, now you got Teddy Bridgewater. You think Bridgewater is going to hurt him?
It depends. Sometimes quarterbacks that aren't the best, passers, they rely more on their tight end. They gain a comfort level with their tight end, like Lamar Jackson. So I think in this case, Bridgewater will look to Fant a lot. And Fant is really good. He's underrated. It's just he had Drew Lock. Number 7 is T.J. Hockenson, who will be home against the 49ers.
Hockenson had a pretty decent season last year. You think he's going to continue throughout this season?
I think that he lost Stafford and, gained Goff, so that hurts him. That hurts him. So I think T.J. Hockenson is not going to take that step up that everybody expects. I think he's going to be worse. I think those lines are going to be really bad. But guess what? T.J. Hockenson is a top 10 tight end. At 8, we have Rob Gronkowski, who will be home against the Cowboys. Last year,
Gronk was a little slow to get going. You think he's going to have a little luggish because of his age this season?
Yeah, last year, hampered by injuries. I think it'll happen again. He's a little older. But you know what? He has great chemistry with Brady. Brady is a fantastic quarterback. Gronk will get his. So he'll definitely be a top 10 tight end this year. And he's got a great matchup week 1. He's playing the Cowboys, one of the worst defenses in the league. At number 9, we have Dallas Goedert, who will be at Atlanta.
Okay, I seem to be like on this quarterback affecting the tight end. Now he's got Jalen Hurts. Where are we at with them?
Again, I mean, it could be one of those situations where, young quarterback uses his tight ends a lot. He did actually. Hurts threw a lot to his tight ends last season in his limited time, and I think that will continue. At number 10, we have Mike Gesicki, who will be at New England.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, I know you're high on this guy, but besides your liking of this tight end, I think he should be ranked higher. Why you got him so low?
Oh wow, yeah. I thought you were going to make the opposite argument. Yes, I hope I can get to rank him higher as the season progresses. And again, it all depends on Tua. But Gesicki has the physical tools. At 11, we have Mark Andrews, who will be at Las Vegas.
Well, Lamar Jackson might take off running, and Mark Andrews might be getting no touches. You think that's going to happen?
Lamar Jackson doesn't throw the ball much, but when he does throw it, he goes to Mark Andrews often. That's, again, his safety net. So that is why Mark Andrews usually fares well from the tight end position. But as we saw last year, number 12, Austin Hooper, who will be at Kansas City.
Austin Hooper seems to be like he's always going to be this breakout tight end. He's not living up to expectations. Where is he this year?
Again, he's really, most weeks will be outside my top 15. This will be a good week for him because they play Kansas City, which means Kansas City is going to put up a lot of points and Cleveland's going to have to catch up, and Hooper's going to catch a lot of balls, potentially catch a lot of balls. At 13, we have Robert Tonyan, who will be at New Orleans.
Okay, this guy can catch 3 touchdowns in a game. I guess you're not thinking he's going to have that type of game this week.
Yeah, I mean, look, realistically, is Aaron Rodgers going to pass for 48 touchdowns again? Probably not. That's very difficult. And again, Tonyan, he was catching like a touchdown every 3 balls he caught, something ridiculous like that. I mean, it's just a ratio he can't keep up this year. And number 14, Tyler Higbee, who will be home against the Bears.
Well, Higbee did pretty good last year with Goff. Now he's got an upgrade in Stafford, and you still got him ranked low.
I think Higbee's one of those guys that's going to climb up week to week. I want to see what he does this week. Let's see how he starts. Let's see how much Stafford passes to him. But I think he's a guy that's as a riser. And at number 15, the product from Florida International University, Jonnu Smith, who will be hosting the Dolphins.
Okay, Jonnu Smith is switching teams. You think he's in a better position this season?
Maybe not. It all depends, obviously, on the rookie, Mac Jones. We know Ryan Tannehill. We know that was a run-first offense. This could be a pass-first offense now with Mac Jones. We'll see how he does. I just know Jonnu Smith is a stud.
All right, that's it. The top 15 tight ends for week 1. Thanks for coming on here and sharing.
My pleasure.